Hey, Scott Winterton here, Platinum Home Realty and Platinum Mortgage. There's the sign, video number 3. And this is also going to be a specific thing about down payment with gifts. Okay, we're going to have another video after this about down payments, but I wanted to talk about gifts really quick because it comes into play often with first-time home buyers. So if you have a situation where you're going to get a gift, we have to make sure that the donor, which is what they're called, qualifies to give you the gift. So it needs to be a family member, uncle, aunt, stepbrother, something along those lines, mom, dad, grandma, something along those lines. Okay, that can be easily, readily verified if they need to. An employer can give you a gift of down payment, and a grant company, a company that's been basically vetted, like KHC has a grant fund that they give you a down payment assistance. Okay, that's okay. Um, as far as the documentation goes, here's the part that gets tricky. You don't want to take a cash deposit from somebody. Now, they can wire the money from their bank account into your bank account. That's fine, because then we'll just get a bank statement showing that the wire came from their bank account into your bank account. So the donor's bank statement and your bank statement will prove where the money came from. And then we tie that together with the gift letter, which says, John Doe gave me, $10,000 from bank account at PNC. And then he signs that this is not a loan, it's a gift, does not have to be repaid. And we put that together, the underwriter verifies it. Then he looks at the bank where the money came from, shows the money went into your bank account, which is in your application. And then they have the gift letter tying the donor to the entire transaction. Underwriter checks a box off and we move on. Okay. When it causes problems is if your donor is shifting money around through multiple different bank accounts. Okay. So if you have someone who likes to move money from a checking account to a savings account to another checking account to another savings account just because that's the way they do it, that causes a problem. Okay, because it becomes difficult then for the underwriter to know where the proceeds are actually coming from. Okay, if your donor has large cash deposits going into their account, that's going to be a problem. We don't want that either. Okay, because then that money has to be verified. Okay, and then opens up a whole can of worms. Okay, if you're going to sell something, say a jet ski or motorcycle or car, you will need a bill of sale proving that amount. And then that amount will be going into your bank account. Okay, which means you will actually have to prove that you own the car, that you make a copy of the title, copy of the driver's license of the person who buys it, the bill of sale for the dollar amount, and that exact dollar amount has to go into your account if it's cash. Okay, which generally it is when you do something like that. Okay, so always be careful with that. Again, no mattress money, nothing in a coffee can, no large cash deposits. Okay, and I'll go over this again once we do the pre-approval process. We discuss where down payment's coming from and all that. But just understand, once you get into gift money, we need to have a second talk about it to make sure it's done correctly. Next video, more on down payments.